Afternoon guys, and welcome back to the channel. So our American friends have returned this year. They were here with us last year in this beast of a Fiat based motorhome. Now this vehicle has got Andorran plates on, and these guys basically live in the States for half the year and then they pick up their motorhome from Spain area where it's kept, and then they do their traveling. Now the reason why they came to us last year was because they'd read some reviews of ours, they'd seen our YouTube videos, and they knew that we do a good job and take care. Now the product that they asked us to fit was the Nextbase IQ camera. Now this is a really well, hence the name IQ. This is a really intelligent bit of kit. It's a front camera that's got Wi-Fi built in. It's got 4G network capability, and it's got the capability for a rear camera. Now on the day, we weren't able to fit the rear camera for two reasons. One, because it was only booked in for a certain amount of time, and getting a camera cable from the back to the front would have been ridiculous and taken a long time. But two, the length of the cable was never going to work, because even if the vehicle cable was laid out on the ground outside the vehicle, it would have only just worked. So what these guys have done is they went back home and ordered from Nextbase, the replacement or additional cable. Now, funny enough, this cable is simply male to female USB-C. So what we did today was we plugged in the new rear camera, plugged in the male to female and the male to female, the original lead and the new lead, and it all seemed to work. But that's outside a vehicle in a straight run. That doesn't allow for loss of resistance, interference, the fact we're in a metal cage, and everything that goes with it. Now this is the Nextbase rear camera. I wouldn't say it's the prettiest of cameras, to be fair. We don't get involved with this brand because other people locally, i.e. the big national chains, sell this brand, and we don't. We sell thinkware. But actually quite impressed with the camera itself and the functionality. So what we have done is I've put that box down. We have had to cut off the plug that came with the original extension lead that came in the box, because of the fact there was no way we were going to get that through all these little tight bends and small holes in down through. So what we've done is we've cut it off. We then joined, once we've fitted the rear camera, and the rear camera you'll see during the video anyway, but the rear camera's gone in, down, around, light clusters come out, cable's been dropped to the bottom. I have Copexed, that's plastic tubing, all the way along to the front, and then at this point here was when it started to get serious. So, almost feeling like I was upside down. My neck and my head are just really achy now, because for the last 2 hours I've been underneath here soldering 14 different strands. Now these are ridiculously thin strands. Now these strands are so small, so inside here you've got several different cores, and within those cores that are then screened, you've then got 3 more cores. So each one of those has to be stripped back, twisted, retinned or resoldered, and then joined together. Now, I've got nimble fingers, but to be honest, you need a little machine to do that, and this is how this was made in the first place. It was done by a machine. Now, out of the additional cable that they've bought with them or sent to us, I've got 2.5 meters left. So however long the original cable is, in with the additional cable, we've probably used 8 or 9 meters. So that's the reason why we weren't able to do this last year. So these guys have come all the way over to see us again, and we've worked our magic today. Rear camera in, cabling down to the front. All of my solder connections are up underneath here, and then I have neatly insulated and heat shrinked each one. I've then put a coating of Copex over the top, a bigger layer of Copex and a third layer of Copex, bigger each one, and then I have neatly stowed the cable up above over the step here. We've then routed it through to the already fitted dash mounted camera, which is this one here, currently flashing away because it's in parking mode. And once Jason had connected it, connected to it via the app and done a firmware update to allow for the rear camera, we now have access to the forward-facing cam, the passenger-facing camera, and also the rear camera. So when this vehicle is parked up and they are not in the country, because it's connected to their leisure system with solar panels, and also data, so that could be things like Starlink or an embedded SIM card, it means that they can see exactly what's going on with their vehicle and the state and condition of what's going on around it just by logging into their cloud app, and that's pretty amazing. Now we do cloud-based dash cameras, but we don't get involved with this particular one, as I've already said. Quite impressed with it and how it works. Picture quality is really, really good, even though we've cut the wire and done 14 different solder joints. And for me, I'm chuffed to bits because obviously it's working. It's been a full day's work and I'm absolutely knackered, but it means that the customer's going to be chuffed to bits. So if you've got a dash cam that you want fitting and you want it fitting professionally, do get in touch with us. On the other hand, please don't come to us if you've got a motorhome or a camper van and you want us to do a cut and shut and solder 14 different cables. What we have had to do with this particular customer is charge on an hourly basis. They knew the risk and they also knew that we could solder all this together today and it might not work. Now, proof's in the pudding. We don't know how reliable this is going to be. Chances are that today we've been testing it and it's been working absolutely fine. Are there going to be problems down the road? I don't know. There shouldn't be any issues with the quality of our work, but realistically, this is all done on data and video, and high quality video as well. So website links in the bio, and as usual guys, look, you know, we've got loads of YouTube videos. Please do follow us on social media as well and check out any of our other videos. And if there's any products that you're interested in, get in touch with us and we can give you a quote. Many thanks for watching.